Welcome to the Stoic Golden Tribe, where enduring wisdom meets the strength of presence, and where we uncover the truths modern society refuses to teach men. This is where men rise with clarity, confidence, and control in life and love. Now let's be honest, today a beautiful woman has options. Her DMs are flooded, her dating apps are overflowing, and most men are either simping, selling, or scrambling just to get her attention. But here's the secret no one talks about. You don't need to be the richest, you don't need to be the best looking, you don't even need to be the most charming. You just need to be the one who makes her feel something no one else does. In this video, you're going to learn exactly how to make a woman choose you, even if she has dozens of other options. So before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. This helps this message reach more men like you. Now let's begin. Chapter 1. The Psychology of Attraction in a World of Endless Options. Let me ask you a direct question. What makes a man stand out in a sea of options? Is it looks, money, status? Partly. But those are external. What truly stands out is emotional gravity. You see, women are biologically wired to feel, not just analyze. She doesn't want a man who's just available. She wants a man who moves her, who makes her feel emotionally safe and excited at the same time. Most men are noise. One man becomes the signal. Let's break this down. In modern dating, the man who tries the hardest usually loses. Why? Because trying is felt as neediness. When a woman senses a man is emotionally dependent on her validation, he becomes predictable, boring, and replaceable. She may appreciate the attention, but she will never desire the source of it. On the other hand, the man who knows who he is, who moves with quiet confidence, who holds eye contact like he owns the moment, he becomes magnetic. This is emotional intelligence in motion, self-regulation, presence, non-reactivity. That's what really stands out when she has options. Let's take a historical example. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor. He didn't beg, chase, or perform. He led with calm authority, integrity, and discipline. He attracted loyalty from empresses, soldiers, and philosophers alike, not through words, but through his centered presence. This is your edge in dating today. Where most men chase attention, you build emotional contrast. When others rush to respond, you pause and think. When others flex to impress, you remain still and calm. The man who doesn't flinch when tested is the one who gets chosen, because women don't fall for men who need them. They fall for men who don't need, but still want them, and that distinction changes everything. If you want her to choose you, start by becoming the man who is already chosen by himself, who's grounded, who's focused, who lives with purpose, not thirst, because the rarest energy in a man today is inner stillness. And stillness, my brother, is felt in her body before her mind even understands it. Comment below. I attract because I lead with presence. Chapter 2. The Power of Masculine Presence. Why she chooses the man, not the noise. Look me in the eyes for a moment. If you want to understand women, truly understand them, you must accept this brutal truth. Women don't choose the loudest man. They choose the most certain one. When a woman has a lot of options, most men think they have to outperform the competition. They think they must talk more, do more, prove more. But all that noise does is show her one thing. Because the man who's secure in himself never tries to compete with other men. He doesn't compare. He doesn't negotiate for attention. He simply is. This is what I call masculine presence. Let's go back in time. Consider Alexander the Great. He had countless rivals. He was often outnumbered on the battlefield. But do you think he ever chased approval? Do you think he wavered in self-doubt? Number. He stood with a kind of unshakable certainty that made men follow him across continents and made women choose him over kings and princes. His presence was enough to move empires. It's the same principle today. When a woman is surrounded by men trying to win her, she automatically filters them. She scans for weakness, for cracks, for the tell that reveals insecurity. And if you're trying too hard, she senses it immediately. Because women are masters of emotional detection, she doesn't need to read your mind, she reads your energy. But the man who sits back, who listens with patience, who speaks with deliberate calm, he signals abundance. I don't need to chase you, I choose you. But I'm just as fine choosing no one. That's the most powerful unspoken message you can give, and you can't fake this. Presence isn't a pickup line, it's not a trick, it's a practice. It means you're grounded in your body, you breathe slowly, you maintain eye contact without blinking away. You're not rattled by tests or silence. This is what turns you from one of the options into the obvious choice. Because the man who can hold himself can also hold her. And women want to be held, not just physically, but emotionally. They want to know that when the world is chaotic, you are the rock that doesn't move. When she's overwhelmed, you're calm. When she's emotional, you're steady. When she doubts, you're certain. This isn't about being robotic. It's about being resilient. Let's be real here. Modern men have become addicted to instant validation, social media, dating apps, texting games, likes, swipes, comments. They can't even sit in silence without checking their phones. But the man who is comfortable with stillness, with patience, with boredom even, he's a threat to the competition because he doesn't need to impress, he doesn't need to rush. He simply waits and lets her reveal herself. That's power. Napoleon Bonaparte said, "The strong man is the one who is able to intercept at will the communication between the senses and the mind." Translation: he doesn't react. He responds. That's what you need to cultivate if you want her to choose you over everyone else. Because the truth is, checkmark women want the man who stands out. But standing out isn't about being louder, it's about being truer. Most men lie to themselves to get women. The rare man tells himself the truth, and in doing so, earns her trust at a level no flashy gesture ever could. So if you want her to choose you, be the man who has nothing to prove and everything to give. That's the power of masculine presence. Comment below. I am the calm in the chaos. Chapter 3. Stop competing, start leading. How to position yourself above the crowd. Let's have a serious talk now, man to man. If you're approaching dating like it's a competition where you beat the other guys to win her, you've already lost. You see, most men think dating is a marketplace. They try to sell themselves better than the next guy. They're basically saying, look at me, I'm better than him, pick me. That's the mindset of a beggar, not a leader. Women don't choose the best salesman, they choose the man who leads himself first. You have to stop competing in her world and start creating your own, because women don't want to be convinced, they want to be led. Let's go deeper. In ancient Greece, there was a general named Themistocles. During the Persian invasion, the Greeks were divided and panicking. Themistocles didn't try to outtalk every rival general. He didn't compete for popularity. He presented clarity, a clear plan, a strong voice, and unwavering confidence in the path forward. He didn't beg them to follow, he led. And Athens and all of Greece followed. It's the same principle with women. You must position yourself as the man who has a vision, a purpose, a direction. Not someone waiting to be chosen, not someone adjusting his values to win approval. Because here's the truth, a man without a mission will always become a servant to someone else's. A man with a mission naturally inspires loyalty and desire. Women respect men who know where they're going. They love men who can say, "This is who I am, this is what I stand for. Come with me if you want, but I'm going either way." That energy is irresistible, but you can't fake it. You can't pretend you have purpose just to get her. She will see through it. Women are experts at emotional authenticity. If you really want to stand out from every other guy in her inbox, you need to 1. Develop your mission. What are you building? What do you stand for? What is your daily discipline? 2. Establish boundaries. What will you not tolerate? What behavior turns you off no matter how beautiful she is? 3. Live in abundance, not just with women, but with options in life. Build your skills, your health, your social circle, your career. Abundance mindset means you don't need her specifically. You want her, and that difference is electric. 4. Communicate with strength. Don't over-explain, don't justify, don't ask permission to be you. State your truth calmly, even if it risks losing her. Because real masculine leadership is polarizing. It won't make every woman like you, but it will make the right woman choose you over all others. Think of Julius Caesar crossing the Rubicon. He didn't ask the Senate's permission, he didn't poll his soldiers about how they felt. He made a decision, he led, and they followed. When you adopt that energy in dating, you stop being another option. You become the path itself. That's the difference between competing for her attention and leading her into your world. And here's the best part. When you lead authentically, you filter out the wrong women automatically. You don't need to reject them. They'll reject themselves if they can't follow where you're going. And the right woman, she'll see you as the man she can trust, follow, and invest in, even if she had 10 better options on paper. Because at the end of the day, she's not choosing the resume. She's choosing the feeling, and the man who leads gives her certainty, safety, and adventure all at once. So stop playing her game. Stop competing. Start leading. Because when you lead, you're not just chosen, you're remembered. Comment below. I lead, I don't compete. Chapter 4. Make her invest. How to build desire without ever chasing. Let's be brutally honest for a moment. Most men today have it backwards. They believe, if I do enough for her, she'll choose me. So they overtext, they overshare, they overgive, they kill the mystery, they kill the tension, they kill the chase, and they become predictable, replaceable. Because here's the truth, checkmark. Humans value what they invest in. Desire grows where effort is required. Women don't want everything handed to them. They want a man they have to earn, figure out, win over. This is one of the oldest principles of psychology. We value what costs us. It's also why luxury brands never go on sale. It's why rare things get bid up. It's why the man who is unavailable to everyone but available to her selectively becomes unforgettable. Let's go back in time. Think of Cleopatra. She had countless men vying for her. But Julius Caesar didn't grovel. He negotiated. He was a peer. He made demands. Later, Mark Antony didn't come as a supplicant. He made her work for his loyalty. He didn't offer unconditional love on day one. These men made Cleopatra invest emotionally, politically, even militarily. And in doing so, they held her attention where thousands of rivals failed. You need to apply the same principle today. If you want her to choose you, especially when she has many options, you must become the man she invests in. How? Let's break this down. 1. Don't give validation for free. Most men think they win women by giving constant attention, endless likes, good morning texts, overly eager compliments. All this does is devalue you. Validation is your currency. Don't spend it recklessly. Make it earned. When she gets a compliment from you, it should feel real, specific, measured. Something she knows you don't give to everyone. 1, 2, set standards. Early women, test men constantly. Not because they're cruel, but because they want to know. Can this man hold his ground? Most men fail these tests by apologizing for who they are. You want to stand out? Hold your standards. I don't tolerate disrespect. I don't do last-minute plans. I expect honesty. Say it calmly. No anger, no threat, just certainty. The man who enforces standards without drama is the man she knows she can't push around. 3. Be comfortable with space. When she pulls back, don't chase. When she's silent, don't over-explain. When she's unsure, don't beg for clarity. Most men see these moments as danger. The wise man sees them as filters. If she wants you, she'll make an effort. She'll fill the space. She'll ask questions. She'll reach out. Give her room to invest. Because the more she invests, the more she values you. Create emotional contrast. This is advanced emotional intelligence. Don't just be safe and predictable. Don't be a people pleaser. Show her you can be. Check, grounded but playful. Caring but honest. Serious but teasing. Emotional contrast makes you unforgettable. It makes her feel alive. It separates you from the bland, one-dimensional men who bore her, even if they're nice. 5. Live your purpose. First, above all else, remember, the man who makes her invest is the man who is busy with his mission. He's not always available. He has boundaries. He's not waiting for her text. He's building his empire. She knows he wants her but doesn't need her. And that energy? It's magnetic. It's rare. It's what makes her choose you over the crowd. Because when a woman sees you as the man who will never abandon his purpose for her, she knows she has to bring her best self to your world. She knows she can't slack. She knows she has to earn you. That's desire. That's investment. That's how you stop being an option and become the prize. So here's the Stoic Golden Tribe truth. If you want her to choose you, even when she has endless options, stop chasing. Instead, make her invest. Hold your frame. Lead with clarity. Enforce standards. Offer presence, not neediness. Live your mission relentlessly, because the man who lives this way is irreplaceable. And that's the kind of man who doesn't just get chosen once, he gets chosen over and over, even when there's competition. That's how you win without chasing. Comment below, I invest in myself, so she invests in me. Thank you for being here with me today. If this resonated with you, if you're tired of cheap dating tricks and ready to master the art of real masculine presence, then you're in the right place. Like, share, and subscribe to join the Stoic Golden Tribe. Drop your thoughts or questions in the comments, because here we don't just talk about being men, we become them. Until next time, stay grounded, stay strong, stay unshakable,